Once upon a time, in a faraway land, there lived a wealthy merchant with 3 daughters. The 2 eldest daughters were vain and spoiled, while the youngest daughter, named Belle, was kind, gentle, and loved books. She preferred the company of her books to that of suitors, and her beauty, both inner and outer, was a source of admiration in her village. One day, the merchant lost his entire fortune in a terrible storm at sea and decided to return to his modest home. As he traveled, he came across a beautiful rose garden. Remembering that Belle had always admired roses, he decided to pick a single rose to bring home to her. However, as he was plucking the bloom, a fearsome beast emerged from the shadows of the garden, furious at the intrusion into his realm. The beast once was a handsome prince, had been cursed by a fairy when he was selfish and unkind. The curse made him live as a beast, and the only way for him to break it was to learn to love and earn love in return before the last petal of the magical rose fell. The beast demanded that the merchant pay for the rose with his life or come back to him with one of his daughters as a replacement. Terrified, the merchant returned home with the rose and shared the grim news with his daughters. Belle, filled with compassion, offered to go in her father's place. When Belle arrived at the beast castle, she was struck by its grandeur, but also its eerie silence. The beast welcomed her with a mix of anger and sadness. Despite her initial fears, Belle noticed that the beast had a gentle side. The castle was enchanted, and it was filled with magical objects that could talk and move, adding to the surreal atmosphere. Belle and the beast began to spend time together. She discovered the beast's love for music and art, contrasting with his fierce exterior. Their interactions were filled with tension, but also moments of tenderness. However, Belle missed her father and longed to see him. Understanding her sadness, the beast allowed Belle to visit her family. When Belle returned home, her family was overjoyed but also frightened for her safety. As the days passed, she became increasingly homesick. Her father and sisters urged her to stay with them, using tales of the beast's fearsome nature to frighten her. However, Belle's heart longed for the beast, even if she couldn't fully understand her feelings. After some time, Belle decided to return to castle, compelled by her growing connection to the beast. She found him brooding and lonely, and in that moment she realized that he was not just a monster but a creature capable of great emotion. As they spent more time together, Belle learned about the beast's past and the reason behind his curse. He had been cruel and selfish, and the realization of his failings haunted him. Belle's kindness began to nurture a friendship between them, transforming the atmosphere of the castle. The enchanted objects of the castle, candelabras, teapots, and clocks, also felt the change as they saw the beast's heart softening. One fateful evening, they shared a dance in the grand ballroom, and Belle began to see a glimmer of the prince that lay beneath the beast's exterior. In that moment, she realized she might be falling in love with him. But soon after, Belle received news of her father's illness. The beast, worried about her father's well-being, allowed her to return home to care for him with a heavy heart. He gave her a magical mirror that she could use to see him and keep him in her heart. Back at home, Belle's family welcomed her with open arms, but soon they grew jealous of her bond with Beast. Belle's sister, seeing her kindness toward the beast, plotted to keep her there. One day, while looking into the mirror, Belle saw the beast desolate and heartbroken. In her distress, she rushed back to the castle. When she arrived, Belle found the beast wounded and near death from despair. She rushed to him, crying out her love. It was in that moment of truth that Belle revealed her feelings. She had learned to love him despite his appearance. As her heartfelt confession echoed in the air, the enchanted rose, which had been slowly losing its petals, finally dropped the last one. A bright light enveloped the beast, and when it faded, he transformed back into the handsome prince he once was. The curse was broken, for the beast had found true love, and Belle had seen past the exterior to the man within. When the spell lifted, Belle and the prince embraced, surrounded by the joyous laughter of the enchanted household that had been restored to its former glory. The prince explained how the curse had been placed upon him and that he had learned the importance of love and kindness through Belle's companionship. Together they returned to the village where they were greeted with awe and delight. The prince and Belle married in a beautiful ceremony, and all the enchanted objects rejoiced, returning fully to their human forms. The couple welcomed the merchant and their family into their new lives, reminding them of the power of love and forgiveness. From that day onward, Belle and the prince ruled their kingdom with compassion and kindness. They lived happily ever after, surrounded by love, proving that true beauty lies within. Thank you everyone for watching this video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe my channel. See you next time everyone.